guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Khadija Joelle. Welcome back. I'm glad you guys are still tuning in. So today is a very exciting video because today is a foundation review. This is my first foundation review on my channel, so I hope you guys love it. I think you will because we are reviewing the new NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and every time I say this name it does make everybody want to sing the song, the Can't Stop, we got a Rockefeller, gotta give it to him. It goes something like that. So I got the primer and I also got the foundation. This is exciting because first of all it's drugstore, second of all I think I paid like, let me check my receipt, hold on. Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation primer, which is mattifying, is $13.99 and the foundation is $14.99. so that's not really bad for drugstore, but $14.99 is kind of a lot for drugstore, I would say, because most of the foundations are kind of cheaper than that. But I think for what this foundation is supposed to do, child, it's supposed to be good. Okay, I got the shade Cocoa, and this is claiming to be a 24-hour wear matte finish, and this is a full coverage foundation. So we're gonna see if that is actually true today. Okay, so I already did my brows and my eyes off of camera, so if I look a little crazy, that is the reason why, because I'm trying to just focus this video on this foundation because I have a good feeling that it's bomb. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is use the primer. So this is a mattifying primer. It's claiming this is a comfortable matte formula, preps your complexion for super smooth foundation application. You're supposed to apply it evenly over the skin and a gentle tap to complete the look with our Can't Stop Won't Stop full coverage matte foundation. So this foundation is supposed to, well, this primer is supposed to go with the foundation. So that's the reason why I want to use it. So it comes in a bottle like this, and I'm going to pour some on the back of my hand. Okay, wow. So this is, it kind of looks like if you've ever seen a silicone-based primer. So it's not white. I thought it was white because everybody said it's white. It's actually clear when you blend it out. So I'm going to follow the direction and put it on the areas where I need it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of it there. This kinda does remind me of the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer. I used to wear that one all the time, but I stopped buying it because it is like $38, and that is expensive for a primer. But that primer, girl, your foundation not going nowhere. And I really use that primer in the summertime when I get really oily. If y'all hear my stomach, it's because your girl is hungry. I'm really hungry right now. First impressions of this primer, I can definitely feel how matte it's feeling right now. I also can see how it's definitely filling in pores because this area doesn't look any oily anymore. The only thing I did before this video was just add, you know, moisturizer as per usual. So that was it. Now before I do add this foundation, I'm gonna do what I actually regularly do every day, which is color correct. So let me color correct real quick and then we'll slap on this foundation. Now that we added our color corrector on, because we got to be corrected, I don't care what foundation I use, can't nothing cover these dark marks except for a color corrector, period. Got the shade Cocoa. Now let me talk about the shade range. This foundation comes in 45 shades, which is awesome and is amazing. And also something that you guys also need to know about this foundation is that this foundation was in collaboration with Alyssa Ashley here on YouTube. She's a beautiful beauty blogger. I actually really looked up to her. Me and her are around the same age, so she's definitely one of my inspirations when it comes to doing makeup. She actually makes me feel like I could be successful at it, you know, because she just loves what she does, and you could tell she does it without trying too hard. So the fact that bigger brands are noticing YouTubers and wanted to collaborate with them, it's just great. 45 shades though. Okay, this is drugstore foundation. It used to be hard just to get one shade out of a range of like 25 when you go to the drugstore, because it's still kind of like that when you go to certain sides of the drugstore looking at other foundations. Sometimes we'll get maybe 1 or 2 shades, and even those is too orange for us to even put on. So very proud of you, very happy for you, Elisa Ashley. And I'm proud the fact that I will say I have the color Cocoa, but I think there's like 8 or 9 shades after this. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is at least 6 or 7. So there's a lot of shades. I picked the shade Cocoa because if you know who Godly is, Miss Godly or something like that, her face was on this shade. So I was like, oh, me and her, we should be the same shade. So hopefully this is the same shade as her and it will match me. Hopefully it's not too dark because there was a shade up from this one. So it comes with a pump, which is really cool. So you just take the top off, and I'm going to pump maybe 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my regular tool that I use every day to apply my foundation. I'm not going to do nothing different, so I like to use my brush like y'all know. So I'm going to dip into the foundation, and I'm going to tap and press the foundation into the skin. That coverage though, I'm like, wow. And it does look very luminous, and that's not the light in here. It kind of still looks luminous even though it's supposed to be a mattifying foundation. It's kind of weird, but I like it so far. It's definitely laying on the skin very nice. It's still definitely giving us more skin but better kind of look, and it definitely matches me perfectly. So happy. It definitely matches to my neck, and I didn't even blend it down. So this is, I'm gonna use the rest that's on here. This is just half of my face. I definitely would say this is full coverage, but you can tell it's blendable. If I wanted to add more coverage, I think I could. That's good to know, okay? Oh my God, I am living. Your girl's living for this. I like it already. I'm gonna pour 2 more pumps on the other side of my hand. So, like I said, realistically wise, I'm going to add the same amount of foundation that I usually do every day. Okay, it kind of smells like paint, to be honest, but you know what? I haven't really heard anyone say that it smells like Studio Fix, but I bet you if you actually keep looking at reviews, somebody probably done said it, because it kind of has a fragrance to it. It's like a painty smell. It kind of smells like paint. I guess that means we really finna be beating our faces then if stuff smell like paint. I think that primer really is really mattifying. My skin still feels tight in this area, so that's good. I'm actually really shocked right now. Even the foundation back of my hand is like super matte, and this foundation is claiming to be transfer proof, so we gonna see. But I really love the finish. I really love this finish. I really love this shade. It looks really good. Let me look in my other mirror just to make sure I'm not tripping. Oh yes, yeah, this coverage is really nice, and you can definitely tell this is a matte foundation. This foundation makes me feel like I have on that Ever Matte poreless primer from Becca. That's really how it feels. I really like this foundation. This is gonna be bomb for the winter time when you just want an all matte look. This is gonna look really good. I really like it so far. So let me finish the rest of my face and then I'm gonna come back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I just added my concealer, my powder and everything. Just a really cute orange smoky eye for the fall. Added some falsies, and I have lined my lips because I wanted to add a lip portion to this video because I always gotta add something for y'all. Okay, so I just picked up the new L'Oreal Paris Havana Camila Cabello Lip Dew. She has a collaboration with L'Oreal, and I actually really like her. She is a singer. She started on Fifth Harmony, and she left and she started doing her own thing, you know what I'm saying? So she came out with a collection, and I was smelling her lip glosses when I was in Ulta, and they smell so good. So I promised myself I was gonna go back and get some next time I went back, and I went and got one. So this one, kind of feel bad, don't know the name of it. It was not on the package, so I don't know how I'm supposed to know a number, but just know this is the darkest one that she has. So if you see the darkest one she has, get that one. So the packaging is super cute. It has like flowers on it. It's so cool. It has her name going down the middle, and so it comes out like this. And this doe foot applicator is huge. It's comparable to my Makeup Revolution concealers. I used these today too for the first time, and I am gonna do a review on these, so I'm not gonna tell you what I think about it yet because I need to see what's going on with it in order to give a review. So we're gonna review these next. So this applicator is huge. That's why I really was intrigued by it. So okay, this reminds me of, you know how around fall time when we all go to Bath and Body Works and we pick up Marshmallow Fireside. When I tell you this smells just like it, it smells just like the candle, literally. Okay, so applying this, I line my lips already, but I'm just gonna apply it. Apply some more to my top lip. Definitely smells good, feels good. It's a little sticky, but not too much. But I'm living for this color though. That color is everything. It's popping. I love it. I think this is gonna be my new favorite, and depending on how fast I go through this one, I might go and get the other ones too because they are cute. Now that we have made it to this portion of the video, I'm not gonna do an outro today. Gotcha. Because we doing a wear test on this foundation. So I'm about to get ready to leave, go to class. So right now it's like 3:50. So from now all the way to 10 o'clock tonight. So when I come back, we're gonna see how long this foundation holds up. Okay, y'all, so I'm here checking in on this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation that I'm reviewing. So this is a update. It is 8:15. I just got on break at school. I have 2 more hours until I'm finished, but this foundation has not budged. I just turned on all the lights in my car, so please don't mind the lighting. It's not gonna be that great, but I think this foundation is holding up good, and by 3 hours I can tell if the foundation is good or not, kind of towards my skin, because I have combination oily skin. So really on my nose, it's not that shiny. She's not that oily. So that primer is really, really good. I can see my natural oils like actually coming out of my skin, and that's what I like to see in my foundation. But it's still not too oily, like I look like an oil slick like right now, and definitely didn't, getting into none of my fine lines. It's a little creasing right here, but it's not that bad. Now I do see a little oil on the side of my nose under here, a little bit over here, but it's not unbearable. It's nothing too unbearable. So I'm still liking it. The coverage is still really good, but it still looks like skin, which is killing me because this is a super matte foundation. So most matte foundations are kind of thick, so you really don't get a matte foundation that is not like liquidy that still feels thick but goes on really natural. That's what's killing me about this foundation, because it feels like I don't have anything on. So I'm just going to press my hand against my face because this is supposed to be transfer proof. Or we finna see. So that's my hand. I don't see any makeup on it. Let's do it again. This side. No. Good. So this is definitely transfer proof. Girl, you can kiss your man, give him any hugs, all you want to. Just don't let them rub off on your highlight, because, see, I don't know about that. See, yeah, that's not transfer proof. I'm going to need you to stay away from my highlighter. But you can hit this face, though, because this foundation ain't moving. So, I'm loving it so far. So, we're going to do one more update, and we're going to see how this foundation lasts. Okay? See you in a bit. Okay, guys, so I am back. I'm doing an update on this foundation because I've had it on since about 3:30 and it is 10:30 right now. So about 7 hours this foundation has been on me. The NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in the shade Cocoa. And I would say that the foundation held up pretty good, as you can see. No transfer. My contour kind of still looks the same. Yeah, it still looks the same. Blush still there, highlighter. So I would say when I was layering products on top of this foundation, it blended out really good and it did not disturb the foundation. So that's good, because sometimes when you put concealer, you know, cream contour, then you put your powder, sometimes the foundation moves around. So everything stayed budged. I would say the only thing is, like, around here, you can kind of see my pores peeping through now. I know you guys can see that. It's a little bit of shine, a little bit of oil there, and just like the slightest bit of oil on my nose, but nothing major. As you can see, just the natural oils that was coming out of my skin came out, so that's really good for a foundation that has been worn for this long. I would give it a 10 because of the formula. It's really, really good. The finish is really, really nice. It is full coverage. It definitely is buildable, but it still gives you kind of a natural finish even though it's full coverage. It is a mattifying foundation, so it's really good for people who have oily skin. I definitely will recommend this primer because this primer really, I would say, enhanced the long wearability of the foundation, seeing that it is matte. And I would definitely say pick up both if you have oily skin. If you have oily skin, you will love this foundation and this primer. This is going to be your best friend, girl. Go run to the drugstore, go pick it up, tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell your auntie that Khadijah Jewel suggested it, that you go get it. The price point is bomb. Basically $15 after tax for the foundation, $13.99 for the primer, so $14. So altogether you're gonna pay about $30 ish for both of these. So I think that's a really good price, because one foundation in Sephora or Ulta that is high end is going to be around $30 itself, or $40, depending on the brand that you get it from. So I definitely recommend this foundation. Definitely shout out to Alyssa Ashley again for killing the foundation range. And this formula is bomb, girl. And it's really, really good. It held up very nice. And usually what I do is throughout the day, if I get a little oily, I'll just take my finger and pat. But since I'm still sitting here in front of my products, I'm just going to use whatever excess is on this powder brush just to blot over it. And that's pretty much all you're gonna need. Is just something to blot maybe after 5 hours. But if you're gonna be at work and you wear makeup, this is gonna be your best foundation, because you're gonna stay matte pretty much the whole day. So you really don't even need to take a powder. I wouldn't even suggest it, because you should just let your natural oils come through the foundation and it just looks really good. Now, my Cabela lip gloss did not last. I did not reapply it anymore. You can definitely tell the color from the lip gloss is on my lips, and my lip liner is still there. So I'm just going to reapply it too while I'm here. Why not? Because the smell of this and the applicator is bomb. I would suggest this lip gloss if you just want pretty much a brown lip gloss that smells good, that isn't too sticky. Okay, so that is it for this foundation review on the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation and the primer and the bonus added product of the review of the L'Oreal palette of the L'Oreal Paris Camila Cabello collaboration with L'Oreal, because these lip glosses are bomb. Definitely recommend those. Definitely recommend this foundation. Definitely recommend the primer. You need to go and get it, because my makeup lasted for like 7 hours. And that says a lot, because I do is a lot in 7 hours, okay? So I will check you guys out next time. Bye.